What's up YouTube, Erod212 here with another video. So today we're going to go with the back nine again. Yes, it's that amazing article created by the guys at CBSI. If you're not following them, check out their website. I'll leave a description for them in the link. And a special shout out to Vintage Comics and Toys. My man Phil always puts out amazing content. I'm a big fan of this. This is why I like to show this to you guys, just so we can get an idea of what other people are thinking. I think it makes you think sometimes. There's a couple of books in here that are going to make you go like, and that's what I like. All right, so Phil writes this time, lots of big news coming out of Disney Plus Day. We got new announcements with Secret Invasion, Agatha House of Harkness, I Am Groot, Echo, Spider-Man Freshman Year, X-Men 97, and I Am Groot. This week, I challenged the writers to pick possible books they can bring a big return on investment. See, that's what I like to see. Guys thinking outside the box for the future, spec stuff. It's what makes this hobby fun, you know? Marvel Comics still are the heavyweight of all speculation books, and announcements like these are sure to have ripple effects in the market. We could not mention every possible comic to get after Disney Plus Day news, so please share with us your thoughts and comments. And that's what I like to hear. But like I said, head over to their website and take a look at that. But also leave comments in my comment section. Let me know what you guys think. What books were you guys specking on? We help each other out when we do stuff like this in this community. But you know what? So it's best investments on Disney Plus Day comics. Let's take a look at them now. All right, first book is going to be Meet the Skrulls #1. So Peter Renner picks this book and says, shout out to my buddy Steve Horn, who reminded me of this book last week during our Disney Plus coverage on Renovision. If you haven't checked out Renovision, go take a look. This had heated up months ago, and I remember when this book got hot. There was a lot of speculation on the Skrulls and the Super Skrull and all of that stuff months ago, especially the high ratio variants, but this book is very cheap once again. So keep an eye out even in your dollar boxes. It has multiple covers as well as second print to be mindful of. But if you read the tagline for Secret Invasion, it hints at this family of Skrulls who could be in place to infiltrate us as like to show the Americans, or not unlike the Black Widow movie. It is a popular one and one that can easily be used to show how the Skrulls are friendly refugees from their war with the Kree. Interesting. I like that pick. I think that would make a good take. If anybody watched The Americans, it was kind of like a spy thriller. We haven't had a real good spy thrillers, I think, since Winter Soldier. So this could be something different. I tell you what, I think Secret Invasions is gonna have a ripple effect on the MCU and some of the movies, and I'll talk about that in a future video. So Jack Kornblatt picked She-Hulk #1, and he states, I'm going to go with She-Hulk Volume 3, #1. People are sleeping on this book, and I don't get why. This is almost certainly the iteration of the character the show is going to go with, and so many supporting characters that could appear on the show are introduced here. It is also the start of a seminal run on She-Hulk by Dan Slott, and could potentially tie in with the upcoming Reckoning War event, giving this book multiple imminent ways to see a rise in value. And this book right now is in the dollar bins or the $2 bins. You could easily find this. Now the book from this series with Arrow's Star Fox has just picked up a lot of heat because of the Star Fox news. So what's to say that this book here with the She-Hulk series coming out and characters that might develop that we weren't even expecting doesn't pick up some steam? Now this is one of my favorites just because it is what it is. Jason Saw picks X-Men Adventures #1. I'll go with X-Men Adventures #1. He found 4 in the dollar bins right after X-Men 97 was announced. They're out there. This key book stays relevant for a long time, and the series can now touch 2 different generations of kids. You know what? I'll add to that. This book has picked up a lot. You do see them now on shows, especially like local shows, as a wall book, but I think X-Men 97 will just bring another generation of children who in turn will carry it on to their children, and the X-Men and these cartoon series will never die. Listen, my oldest son is a massive fan, and any kid that grew up in the 90s are massive fans of X-Men Adventures and the Spider-Man series that was done there on Fox. At one time, Fox had some of the best cartoons, especially the Marvel stuff, being produced out there. And also, don't forget, we had Batman Adventures at the same time frame. So it was quite an era for good cartoons. So Josias Ocampo decides that he's going to select Incredible Hulk #282, and I think it's a good selection. He says, for best investment, I'm going to go with Incredible Hulk 282. This issue should be worth more than the measly $50 it currently commands. This is the first time Hulk and She-Hulk meet. First meetings are slowly becoming the rage, so expect this book to become a Benjamin soon. You know what? It's an easy $100 bill once everybody starts chasing after the first meeting of Hulk and She-Hulk. I agree completely. We all know those first meetings, after you get the first appearances and then you go to second appearances, what's everybody go to? First time characters meet up, a la Captain Britain and MI-13 number 5 with Blade and the Black Knight. That book went from a $3 book to a $15 book. Issue 4 with Captain Britain, $25 book now. You know what? Everybody's chasing those books. Good selection. My man, Foreign Comic Guru, takes Marvel Zombies Return number 5. And this is an interesting selection just because of his thought process. But Foreign Guru always makes good picks. The Sentry ends up getting infected by the hunger and is transported to another planet to begin his feeding. But you never find out how he got there until this issue. The Watcher creates a temporal loop between Earth's 2149 and Earth's 91126. Also neat because the Watcher never intervenes, but he did here to stop the spread. So a la the comic series where the Watcher kind of intervenes, this is another time when the Watcher will intervene again. And with the Marvel Zombie series coming along, who knows what they're going to do. But will the Watcher intervene again? Let's see. My man Mighty Mel V picks Invincible Iron Man number 7. When people wake up and realize this is the first appearance of Riri, it's going to take off. Still very affordable now. I couldn't agree more. I hate this cover. I just think the way they drew MJ is horrible, but it is a great book to get. You have the Women of Power one, which is the book on this series to get, but don't sleep on the second print of this book and the third printing of this book. You'll be able to tell them apart, and lower print runs on second and third print. First, they're calling it a cameo, but first appearance of Riri Williams. All right, so Valiant decides to pick a book I really enjoy. I like this pick a lot, and I'll tell you why. But it's Astonishing XMen number 6, the Toy Biz variant. He states, really hard to find in high grade. The cover is a reprint of issue 3, but the insides contain the first full appearance of Abigail Brand, leader of SWORD, who has a good chance of being introduced in Secret Invasion. And yes, so there's been rumors for a while that Abigail Brand is going to be in Secret Invasion. And they're saying, and I'm drawing a blank, the female who played in Game of Thrones is going to possibly be Abigail Brand. Now, the thing with this Toy Biz variant is, for those of you who don't know, these were Marvel Legend figures that contain the comic book in the back. And because of the blister pack, a lot of these books did not stay in high grade. Also, cracking it out can be a challenge if you don't know what you're doing, and the spines get jacked up. You'll see it a lot. There's one for Spider-Man 2099 with the white cover, which is, it goes for a pretty penny. This one, good pickup if you can find it. Just make sure you take a look at that spine. If you find it in the blister pack, it's probably better. Just make sure that that blister pack is not all banged up. And Phil picks this. This is Comics Interview number 112. This issue, published July 1992, gives us an in-depth first look at the X-Men animated series, and it is the first in-print image of the animated X-Men, and also serves as a preview. Other very relevant keys are Totally Awesome Kids Autumn 1992, their first comic appearance outside comic format, and X-Men Adventures number 1, first appearance of team in comic format. There's an even more rare version of my recommended issue in Comics Interview Super Special X-Men Extra that came out a year later in 1993. So I have pictures of both of them right there. The Extra has the black cover. So you know what? Those are those oddities that you gotta look for. Some collectors do not like to venture in this area of collecting, but if you like chasing first previews of Spawn, which was also in the early 90s, then add these to the list. And you know what? Besides that, like Phil is saying, there's a lot of people that are collecting. Look at Marvel Age and the first Secret Wars and the first black costume. And now there's this first Spidey 2099 that people are picking up. There's quite a few of those. Foom Magazine has an early appearance of the X-Men before they were drawn in the book. Those books do pick up heat, and they do pick up a lot of steam. Good picks for you to pick. You know, picks for you to pick. How do you like that? Good books for you to get. And now Jack picks Marvel Zombies #1, the 1 in 25 Greg Land variant for Secret Wars. I love this cover. I mean, Greg Land kills it. When Greg Land wants to turn it on, he could crush books. Just a great, great cover right there. To make a whole at 9 picks, I recommend make us whole at 9 picks. I recommend this comic, and as the upcoming Marvel Zombies TV series has interesting upside for Elsa Bloodstone, this specific book is already expensive, but it's still priced within reason. Now is the last chance anyone will have to buy this book at anything close to a reasonable value. Do not miss out. I really like that cover a lot. I didn't know about this book. I'm going to have to take a look. I like the whole Elsa Bloodstone. There's been a lot of speculation on Elsa Bloodstone. I would like to see live action Elsa Bloodstone, but who knows? You know what? Just because you're in a cartoon initially doesn't mean you can't come to the MCU. Think about it. You know, that happens and can happen. It happens with Star Wars all the time. So why can't Marvel do that also? And now I'm going to show you guys my pick. And I'm kind of in the thought with Mighty Mel V, but I'm going to go with this book right here. And that's Invincible Iron Man #9. But this is the second printing. So if you look, you can tell the second printing by the circular picture of Riri Williams in it. That's a dead giveaway. This book is severely undervalued for the print run it has. And I think it's a great, great pick. But that's the video for now. You know what? Leave comments. Let me know what picks you guys think for Marvel Day will be popping. And if you like this video, then why don't you take a look at this video here where I do some Scotty Young variants and we talk about the top 9 on that. Till my next video, peace.